Hey everybody, Mr. Kevin again with a Tip Tuesdee, with a tip for Tip Tuesdee.
Oh my God.
Welcome to
Tip Tuesdee.
Two Tips on a Tuesday.
Tips on a Tuesday.
Tip Tuesdee.
Tip Tuesday. You get 2 tips.
Tip Tuesday.
Hey everybody, this is Mr. Kevin from HumboldtCraftworks here on a beautiful day in Humboldt County, California. So here's a tip for Tip Tuesdee. So I was just fixing my saw stop and I broke this thing. I broke this so many damn times. This is like the 3rd time I've had to replace this thing. My biggest problem is the older I get, the harder it is to climb inside the saw. You ever had to do that? Well, I'm not as limber as I used to be. And they give you these screws to put in the back of this. So this is on the outside and this is on the inside of the saw. The problem is you got to put this thing on here without seeing and putting it on there, right? See how easy that was? Okay. Pretty simple. Except for one problem. My magnetic thing went poopy on me and wouldn't hold. Because I had to use this one. Smaller. So I dropped it in the sawdust and lost the first screw. Thank God I had like 4 more. If you have a magnetic tip like this one, that's small. See if you can balance it on there. Didn't work at all. So, me and my old age wisdom, got sick of dropping these little screws in the sawdust right here. These little guys. Tired. You're working, you try to screw the thing in, and of course it's easy to do here, but when you're inside the saw and you can't see anything because it's this far away from your head, like that close from your nose, and you're like, I got sick of losing it. So what I did is I got myself some magnets. Magnet? Yeah, so if you ever get sick and tired of, having a magnetic tip that the thing falls off eventually. See, it's kind of wore out because it won't hold it on there. Get yourself a little earth magnet. Boom. Put 2 on there. If you have to. You can buy these online. Some magnet store on somewhere. They got to ship ground because they're not allowed to fly with magnets in the air because it's bad for things like airplanes. If your magnetizer goes south on you and it's all crappy and everything, add a couple earth magnets to your screwdriver and it'll help you out. See that little guy? Oh, that little won't stay on there at all. Balance it. Balance. As soon as I turn it over, it falls off. Put the earth magnets on there. It's stuck on there. So there's a little Kevinism, Tippinism for a Tip Tuesdee. If you're having problems with your magnetic tips and you happen to have a couple of magnets, laying around, put those on there. Earth magnets work the best. And the other thing earth magnets work really good for, and I use this on all my installs, I use these to find studs. I'm going to do an experiment. So drywall is pretty thin, 1/2 inch, right? So if you have a 1/2 inch piece of drywall, I'll put a little screw in the back of this here thing. Wood should be more dense than drywall, correct? And with drywall, the nail or the screw is on the outside and you putty over it, right? So if I do like this, see how that works? It's magic. So you don't have to go out and buy yourself a $100 or $50 stud finder. I've got 4 and I never use them. I have earth magnets. I got piles of them. So if you're ever having to go look for a stud and you don't have a stud finder, go out and buy yourself some magnets. Earth magnets. It works really well. These are all in millimeters, I think. That's how they sell them, but whatever. There it is. I'll show you that in slow-mo. Ready? Here we go. Where's that stud? Magic. All right. Another tip from Mr. Kevin on Tip Tuesdee. Thanks for watching. Have an awesome day. We'll see you later. Bye. Check this out. See something very strange? Look. Earth magnets, screw, stuck on there. Lift the earth magnets. Whoops. Fell off. Try that again. Alright. Screw, earth magnets on there, bloomity bloom. Lift it, and it just falls off. Oh my goodness. It's magic. Look at that. Ooh, putty stick. Putty stick is a very important tool of all woodworkers, and I just make mine out of a 3/8 dowel. I grind the end off a little bit. I put a little bevel on it so it's nice and smooth, and you can use it for soft putty or regular putty that you putty the nail holes with. So just say you had a nail hole or something, you got to fill it up. You just, oh, I'm going to do it like this here. Then you make a small little thing. Yeah. You know, you smash it in with your finger like this here, and you got a big blob, and then you got to sand around it, and it's a mess. Little tiny 3/8 dowel. You just grind it to whatever angle you like, and boom, works good. Don't mess up your screwdrivers, because you dig your screwdriver in there and make a mess out of it, and it's all gunky, and you don't want to do that. Just get a little 3/8 dowel, cheap, and then you can keep it in here. So, dowels for puttying. Not your fingers, not screwdrivers, a little dowel. Okay. Oh, and I got another one for Tip Tuesdee. Hold on, it works really good. If you ever spray finish on anything and you have to mix up finish, like this here, you don't want to just take a gallon of stuff and pour it in there. You should always use a filter for one, but just to have to constantly mix up. If you're spraying a lot of stuff, you're going to go through, 4 or 5 of these in a day. It's a lot of spraying, but it happens. You go to the store and you buy one of these, a plastic doohickey thing, right? And they cost $1.50 or $2 or whatever, and they usually come with lids and whatever else. It's kind of good to have lids because it keeps the crap out. And if you don't have lids, you do what I do. Use a piece of scrap wood. And you put it on the top. And you can tell by the use of this thing, I use it a lot. Scrap wood to put your little lid on there, keeps the bugs and flies out and things from dying in there, and keeps the dust out while you're spraying. Okay, good. Plastic, you buy at the store, costs $2 or $3, whatever. It's not very much, and they usually turn to crap after a while because all the finish that's in there gets hard and nasty. So if you're like me and a person who is not lactose intolerant and can eat yogurt, or likes tapioca pudding or a few other things or whatever, and you go to Costco and you buy one of these guys, or you go to the store and buy one of these, even if you have catalyzed lacquer, this will not melt. Oh my goodness. It doesn't have to be Chobani or however you pronounce this stuff, but these things right here will hold catalyzed lacquer, lacquer thinner, all sorts of things. It's food grade. Food grade holders, plastic holders like this, you can use to put your lacquer in. Seriously, it won't melt. These were some tapioca pudding that I got from Costco. These two, you can see they've been used. This one had polyurethane in it, oil-based polyurethane. It's still in the bottom a little bit. This one had lacquer in it, and it doesn't melt. Food grade plastic. Food grade plastic. I wouldn't put food in any of these anymore because it's been chemicalized. But you go to Costco and you buy yourself a Chobani, or you go to the Safeway or wherever the hell it is. Save these. You can recycle them later. Make sure you clean them out before you recycle them. But this works for holding your finish. You could buy one of these here things, which is kind of cool because it tells you all the different formulas, and that's good to have. So maybe you have 1 or 2 of these. In case you think I'm kidding. Yeah. Chobani. I even cut the lid off of this thing right here. Apple cider vinegar. Yeah, I had to mix up a pile of stuff, and it's clean as a whistle now. And there we go. Recycle, reuse. You don't need to buy more plasticky things and put more plastic in the world. Whether it's a yogurt jar, or you've got the potato salad, or even you even cut the lid off the top of organic apple cider vinegar. Even that will work. So you don't have to go and buy more plasticky things. And you can put your paint in it. You can put your water-based paint in it. You can put polyurethane in it. You can put water-based polyurethane. You can put catalyzed lacquer, pre-mixed or otherwise. You can put paint in them. You can do whatever. Recycle, reuse. And then when you're done and they're all messed up or whatever and you're done using them, clean them out and then go recycle them anyway, if you can. Because there's enough plastic in the world and then we don't need any more islands of plastic floating in the ocean. That's a bad thing. All right. So there's another tip on 12,000 Tip Tuesday. All right. There we go. Hope that was helpful. I'll see you next time on Woodworking with Mr. Kevin, because that's me. Have an awesome day. We'll see you soon. Bye. Something, 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 and here we go. Are you guys ready for something silly? Never gonna stop. I'm just yapping about nothing. 7 minutes have gone by, still yapping. Okay. Did it work? I'm seeing double. Huh? Do you see me double? Now you're talking. I tell you before, I don't know, Crazy. Earth magnets. They work good. Bye. That was fun. Ooh.
Tip Tuesday.